Hello everyone, this is a quick inspired video that I felt to record today, and it's about the soul and how to get back to feel your soul and create a dialogue with her, with it, with him. Feeling is dangerous, meaning that when you activate or reactivate your skill to feel, this also means that you are open to feel pain, because when you feel, you can feel joy, pain, sorrow, and all those kinds of feelings and emotions. Some people told me, how do I feel my soul back again? And I would suggest a practice, an exercise, an experience with imagination. Imagination helps a lot because the imaginal, the language of images, is the favorite language of the soul. Soul is dynamic, so the way you perceive your soul can change a lot. It's dynamic indeed. I would suggest going through some questions, and they are: what is the color? What color do I perceive my soul to be? And what is his temperature? And what does it feel like to touch her? What's the texture, the tactile sensation? Rough, smooth, soft. What's the consistency? And what is the shape? And how does it move? And how does it smell? And where do I feel it mostly in my body? So in this way, you get in contact with the emotional and psychic manifestation of your soul. Because the soul is the essence, but when she goes through experiences, through incarnations and also disincarnations, even when we are not incarnated, we still make a lot of experiences. It's not that we are back immediately in the all, let's say, even though we are part of the all the time, but the process of feeling and going through different experiences, it continues even when we are out of this material body. So I would warmly suggest you to go through this process, and I think it's a very nice way to investigate what's the state of your soul right now. How does she feel? And when you get in touch with her, you create a dialogue. Everything becomes easier because we are individuals. Meaning individual comes from Latin, and it means undivided, which is the same origins as the atom. It comes from Greek. It's undivided, it's one. So when our parts, the spirit and the soul and the eye and the body all communicate with each other, they are coherent. They create a very nice consistency, and they all point towards the same aim. If you imagine it with physical vectors, you would say they do not pull one against each other, and the total sum would be zero, basically, in this way, when everyone goes his way. But when they are together, they concentrate their strength and their force, the victorial force, and they propel you towards your main aim, that is your soul aim, your spirit aim, your essence aim. And the I is the possibility of the soul to manifest, because the soul feels and really wants to do, but without the I, she would not be able to do anything in these experiences of this material life. So we need this I to be in service of our soul, and eventually they would become one, which some mystics would call the self-aware soul, the soul that is aware and self-conscious of itself. This is also told in one of the parables, when there are two brothers and one brother goes away from the house of the father and does a lot of mess, and then he comes back, and when he comes back, the father actually praises him a lot, and the brother that never went away asks the father, why you're praising him so much? Because he remembered where he belongs, and he came back deciding to come back. You just did never leave, you just did not leave. And basically the brother that does not leave the house of the father resembles the state of the archangels, that they are living in an eternal presence, but they do not have that self-awareness and self-consciousness that we are actually called to cultivate and grow and experience and to gain. So, going back to the process of investigating your own soul, use your imagination and investigate the quality of the soul. The taste, you can also imagine if she has a taste. The temperature, the color, or the colors, and the movement that she might have, and the shape, and the texture, and where do you feel it most in your body. And maybe after that some other images could arise. The sound that she makes, and then some images could pop up and could come to the surface, like some animals or other things. But I think that if you just spot these characteristics, these qualities, you might have an idea of what's going on, and you actually stabilize your relationship you start to stabilize your relationship with your soul, with yourself. I think it's very fun and nice and useful, and I would be so glad if you try it out and then let me know. And thank you so much for being with me, and see you next time very soon. Bye.